testimony. I mean, like, it's been a long time I haven't been to the fasting prayer, like you guys know, because I'm very very tired, and then only Saturday morning is my rest time. So sometimes, how to say, I feel like I better sleep, rather than going to the fasting prayer and sleep in there, sometimes. But anyway, I think I'm very tired. That's why. But I'll try to come next time. All right, I'll try my best. But if I can come, but don't count on me that much. But the reason why I'm saying it is yesterday I went to the fasting prayer, and how to say, accidentally, or I don't know, I said with our sister Sianu. I know what I mean. I sit next to her. Well, after we sing the praise and worship and whatever, in a few minutes there was like the other tongue or something, people are dancing in the middle, and I was like, oh, it's really good. You know what I mean? Like, even though I'm not dancing with them, but usually, honestly, I don't want to say it, but sometimes, I dance by myself. I don't want to dance. I have no confidence, to dance with them sometimes. But I have my own praise and worship sometimes, with like the way how they do. So I was really excited all the time whenever they do like that. Anyway, and then yesterday I was standing like this, and then whenever they're dancing, our sister Sianu, she just came out. You know what I mean? Just crossed over me, and then she just stand next to me, and then she just looked like this. So I was like, oh my God, because at that time I was about I felt so strong. I was about to cry, and then I kept back my tears, and then I was like, oh, if I can, I really want to change my leg with her. You know what I mean? If she got like me, I feel that she might really jump up at the front. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh my God. I can't do anything, but I yesterday, if I had time, I really want to encourage all of the people, in there, so if whoever has special leg just like us, there's no problem, but nobody dance. But there's like our sister Shanu just come out, and she just stand like this in front of me. I was like, oh my God. So I got a very very big Thanksgiving yesterday, and then it was precious anyway. And then by the way, this year, like you all know, I started Bible school. We can say that sometimes, I didn't really want to say it out, but I did the first time. But today, like before the end of this year, I feel like a little bit strange about this Bible school, because I never have in my mind, and I never intend to go to the Bible school anyway. And then even after 2 weeks, I think Pastor Mung, he asked me, "Do you really want to go there, or what is wrong with you?" I was like, I didn't have the really good answer, because I was like have a big smile at him, There was no answer a lot. So the reason why is because the first time when I went to the Bible school, because I had a very big free time anyway, because I didn't go to college anymore, and then I had I feel like I got a lot of free time, so I have to go to school or something like that. And then finally I was like, there's only one more school that I can go, there's only Bible school. So I was like, okay, let me go to Bible school, so then like next year, whenever I file the tax, I'm gonna get a little bit more tax refund or something, So I was like, oh, let me go there. And then I started a Bible school anyway. So even in a Bible school, like after a month, not long ago, there was one of my teacher. He was preaching, and he was like, "There's one guy in the back. He came to this Bible school, and he doesn't know what to do." And I was like, "Oh, that's me." But I didn't want to say it out. But I know that he pointed at me. But he didn't point at me directly. But he said, "In the back over there." I was like, "Okay, I know that you're talking to me." But that time I didn't I didn't have any very strong feeling in my mind that time still. But right now, I think even though in the first time I started with like some kind of, we can say, accidentally, or like only the human desire. But right now I feel like, if they want me to stop, I don't want to stop anymore, because I feel like I want to go there more and more, but only maybe 2 years there. But how to say, I want to go till the end. Like even in the first time, even though I went there I start with the human desire, not the spiritual desire, like only my human desire. Even in the first time, I had a very big problem, with the financial, I already late for the payment, the school payment. So they charged me $40 for the the late fee. I was like, what? I should stop. And I was like, why should I start in here? I was like, ay. And then I didn't smile at all at the first day, because I was really mad about the financial, and I was really mad at everything. And then, but I want to go till the end, even though it was very hard. And then, but even though it was only 2 months for this quarter, but I feel really big, blessings. And the first thing what I feel about is like, even though I'm not married yet, anybody here anyone like who pray for your future wives and your future husband? I pray too. I pray. And then I never pray for my kids anyway. But today, after this second quarters and after this a few time, my desire changed a lot. Even for I have my second sister. She already got married, so I can't do anything about it anymore. But the rest of them, I changed my prayers too. The thing is that last time, like whenever we have anyway the crusades or whatever, they say like, your kid's gonna be the president in the United States or the senators or whatever. But I was like, oh, what if my kids are like that all the time? But right now, I changed my plan. I don't want them to be the president at all. I don't want them, even in my kids or my sister. I never pray them to be the senator. I never pray them to be any like engineering, whatever. I don't have desire for them anymore. The thing is that I just pray them to know the presence of God. I just pray for them, to have the heart desire to go to the church all the time. Just to enjoy the presence of God. That's what I pray. Because I know that, because I know I'm not, like even in this time, I'm really thankful for my little brothers, even though they're not here today anymore. But in the mornings, every Sunday mornings, I hook them up like around at 7. Sometimes they wake up earlier than me, but sometimes I have to wake them up. Like my youngest brother, he's very small. Sometimes he still want to sleep, he was lay on the bed, but sometimes I just like, hey, wake up! All this I was like, I make a big sound, but I didn't really want to make a big sound, because if I don't make a big sound, he won't wake up. But even though I make a big sound to wake him up, I have a very thankful heart. I have a very thankful heart in my mind, because even though they're small, they follow me to the church. They have nothing to do with the church. The reason is only me, and then they still follow me till this day. And now I pray for them till the end of their life to have the presence of God, to know the glory, how He can lead us. Because I know that, because there is nothing that I can give them anymore. What I can do is like, even though I just graduate high school, and then I can't give them anymore, because sooner or later they're gonna be smarter than me. They can speak English more than me. Like even though I'm speaking right now, if they watch me, they're gonna say, "Oh, he can speak English really all the time." I know that I can't give them anymore. I can't give them nothing. But what I can give them is just lead them like this. So even though I'm really thankful for that one. In this their young age, I'm thankful that to be able to lead them like this, because this is my biggest things thankful heart in this 2004, and it will be for the rest of my life. I'm so thankful for that. And how to say, the reason why is in back today is for 2014, and I won't testimony back on this next, so I might be singing, but I don't know. But I won't testimony back, so I'll take a few more minutes, okay? Usually I don't testimony more than 5 minutes, but today I might be a little bit longer. But the reason why is like 2007, my friend is not here anymore, but the reason was like 2006, I think the beginning of 2005, around 6 or 7, or 7 or 8, I think around 7 or the half of 2007, I met with some of my friends. They are from Tunjang division, state, Chin State. Anyway, my friends, I met with them, and then we had we started a small group to have a church. Anyway, we had like a little bit service all the time, and then finally we got a church, and we went there. That time I wasn't born again yet. Anyway, I wasn't born again, but I don't know why, but I really want to go to the church all the time. I was like, why if how to say, even though I wasn't born again, even though I didn't know how to say, how great God is or whatever it is, but I always have the desire to go to the church, and then want to stay there all the time. I don't know why, but that time it was the Chinese church, so they did not allow us to go to the church all the time, so we barely can go on Sundays. So one day, even though I wasn't born again, one day I really want to go to the church. So one day I had how to say, I had in my mind, and I was like, if I do the fasting prayer at the church, I might be able to just stay in the church. So I was like, okay, and then I planned it, and then I asked the pastor, and then he allowed me to fasting prayer, and I was there like 3 days, I think. So it was the first time ever I fasting prayer for my heart desire. It was like, and then anyway, I didn't know how to pray a lot, because I didn't know how to speak in the other tongue that time. So it was like, pray, and then pray, and then like go on again, and then start again, and go on again. But even though it was like that, but I stayed for 3 days, and then from that time on, I feel that how important the church is from that time. So I always want to go to the church, but in this United States, I can we can go to the church all the time, and then like this. So I'm really thankful for this time, and then for this church anyway. Because if our pastor and everyone, from our pastor Mung, I learned a lot. I learned how to be a leadership anyway. Because I won't say right here what I learned, but I won't say that out right here what I learned from him. But it was very special for me. It was very meaningful for me in my life. Because since the beginning of since I think 2011, from this time, there's one thing that I can never understand about him, but like this year, I really understand why he did like that all the time. Because the first time I didn't like him, I didn't like how he did. I won't say you what it is, but this year I really understand why he did that. Because that is the real meaning of the leadership. That is the real heart of the leadership. So I'm really thankful to him. And then our pastor Mung, the reason why I go to the church early in the morning and still now, and this time, because he was the leader to me. Because he was always faithful, even our pastors all the time. But the reason why is I stay with them for the first time, and then he led me. He's my uncle too, even though he's my pastor. Because of him, our family always in here in the morning, every night, whatever. He was the one who taught me to be the faithful or whatever. So the passionate. Anyway, thank you so much. I wish you all be blessed, even though I can say a very good way. Thank you so much. May God bless you all.